Hi, Gary Baird. I live in the basket of deplorables that is Vevay Township and general troublemakers. I want to say I really enjoyed Mayor Whipple's Mythbusters series on Facebook. Hours of enjoyment and just reading comments is terrific. Especially the part I like is the fear mongering and the claims of misinformation. It's just, I get a lot of chuckles out of it, sorry. Mr. Mayor, you know, I do not think you're a stupid man, okay? I know you have a brain. I just think in engineering, sometimes there's very rarely an elegant solution where everybody's gonna be happy. It's gonna be, you know, so you have to make trade-offs. The problem is, I think that we're making a trade-off at the expense of some people to have some tax revenue. I know you think we can't stop a data center. I think that's true. We can't stop a data center. So anyway, in one of your Mythbusters, you talked about the referendum. You said, oh, over the next few weeks, you may be asked to sign a petition to force a referendum to repeal Ordinance 266, commonly referred to as the M3 ordinance. Before signing it, please carefully consider blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, first of all, the referendum is what's called the citizen's veto. We didn't like what you did, all right? So nobody said, get rid of M3, don't bring anything back that's stronger. We said, we didn't like what you did. We don't think you went far enough. And there's things that were legal to do that you didn't want to include, and essentially boils down to you don't want to chase the data center away. And I think that's true. Okay, another thing is there's some fear-mongering going like, oh, they're going to come in under M2, and that's going to be bad. It just doesn't have the protections. Well, let's go through a couple things here. Without the M3 ordinance, data center could be built under the existing M2 regulations. That is not a sure thing, and it's a tough road to hoe. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Under the M3, you'd have a data center here already. Okay, that's first thing. M2 regulations do not address the unique characteristics of a data center, setbacks from property lines, noise, water, lighting, landscape. Okay, the M3 ordinance, okay, first of all, noise levels. The noise levels in the M2 ordinance actually are lower standards or lower volume levels than are in the M3, as far as I can tell. We have 55 decibel maximum, not an average 24 hours, but maximum 50 decibel nighttime. So 55 day, 50 night, correct? So under that, I don't see anything about testing generators under that. Right now you have a 65 decibel generator testing decibel level. And so that's not going to be 65 like an M3. So they'll have to meet when they run their generators, even when they're not testing, they're going to have to be below 55 decibels. So that's the second thing. That's stronger than M3. Second, the setbacks are probably going to be even longer or more than what you can do because they're going to have to mitigate the noise that's coming off there. You got a lot of noise come off. You're going to have more setbacks. You're going to have berms probably, all this kind of stuff. So it's going to be as tough as the M3 with that respect. So the fear, okay, that's it. I used it up.
Thank you.
Okay.